Hello and welcome to Outside In. My name is Steven. Today I'm answering a question from someone in the comments of a little video that I put up about what happens when you're finally able to get a sharp edge on your knife. How do you act? And we're gonna answer that. It was from Sofiane. Sofiane, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Sofiane says, can you do a video on how you replaced the stone holder? They wanted to know how I did the upgrade. I kind of hacked the SharpWorx Master System because I couldn't afford to buy the professional version, so I kind of sort of had to make me one. And the only thing I haven't been able to do yet anyway, I've been trying different techniques, but is to implement a clamping system. But I'm pretty close on the idea of how to do that. I pretty much turned it into the professional version. And that's what we're here for today, and that's what I want to show Sofiane. Hopefully I'm saying their name correctly, but this is how I did it. I'm going to put links in the description for everything that I used, and I think it may have been around $40. So not much money to be able to convert this. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right to it and let's go to the bench right now. And that would be, I don't have my camera on. All right, so let's get right to it, and we'll go to the bench on camera 2. Okay, there we go. All right, alrighty, here we are. Now this is the SharpWorx Master, as you will get it in the mail, except for the bubble level that's not on there. That's part of the upgrade that I did. Okay, so here's the problem with the SharpWorx for anybody who has their own stones. Now, fortunately, my 10,000 grit stone fit in here perfectly. Okay, but here's the problem I ran into. I have several other stones. I have a king that does kind of set on there, but it's kind of fidgety. And whenever you get into sharpening, it kept wanting to fall off or slide off. And then here's another stone that I have, a King Deluxe 1200. I have like 3 or 4 king stones, and they're all about the same size. But when you put it on here, it doesn't fit inside here. Okay, now here is another diamond plate, the die sharp. If you have die sharp plates, and these things are, wow, these things are heavy, it won't fit in there either. It just kind of lays on this slick plastic, and when you get into sharpening, it starts sliding around and you keep having to reposition it, and it's just a nightmare. So I got to thinking, well, let me see how will I be able to make this like the professional version, because the professional version you can put up to 10-inch stone in it. So this is what I did. I took this off, slips right out. I went on Amazon. I'll put a link to this in the mail. This is a stone holder that will accommodate up to 10-inch, 10.5-inch, I think, or something like that stone. Let's adjust it out here to see just how long you can make a stone fit, to see how long the stone you can use. Now they do sell longer ones, so it just depends on what you need. 10 and, well, I would say 10 1/4. It'll hold up to a 10 1/4 inch stone, which pretty much covers about every stone you can buy. So this is plenty big enough. Now some people like the bigger ones so they can put it over their sink, which I like that idea too, but this is the one that I could afford at the moment when I got it. Okay, and this is what else I had to buy. Now you can get these 3M double-sided sticky styrofoam tapes, and what you do is you just cut a little piece off the size of your bubble level. And now this is a level for a rifle scope. When you cut your piece to fit the size of this, then you stick it down, which is almost perfectly the same length. Stick it down on the top of this, and then just stick the level on it, and there you go. Now you have a sight level on your device, which is on the professional. But here's the other thing that I did. I went on to my 3D program, and I created end cap for the holder. If you get a different holder than what I have a link in the description for, you may have to open these STL files that I'll give you a link to download. Now I just glued these drawer lining, cut them out to fit, and glued them down, and they work really well at keeping things stable. But yeah, I just created these in my 3D program and printed them out, and then once they get printed out, then you just slap it on. They fit pretty snugly, and there you go. Then you take your rod off of the SharpWorx and you push it down in there, and then you put your sharpening arm on here, and then you take your stone and you set it in here. Adjust your holder for the stone, tighten it down, and then put your knife on there. And before off you go, I guess you can see that Yeah. Then you loosen your collar here and then lift it until the bubble is level. Tighten it down after you've set the degree. Now, if you get I bought the adjustable one so I could adjust the degree. But if you get the Master System without the adjustable one, I think it's preset at 20 degrees. So once you get your knife on the holder, then you set it down level and then you level the bubble and you're good to go. And then just start sharpening away. And wow, so much nicer. I really like this setup. I love it. I really do. I like the level. And this is how I upgraded on my own the SharpWorx Master into a semi-professional. And the only reason I say it that way is because, well, it doesn't have a clamp on it. I'm looking around and trying to come up with ideas, and I think I've got a pretty good design going on in my mind to be able to create a clamp for this, but still working on that. Still work in progress. The thing that's so cool about upgrading your system like this is that you need to take your stone out, and now you can even use these king stones that have a permanent base on them, and you can put those in here as well and use those. So that's pretty awesome too. And then you can take your dia sharp plates and set those in there, and work absolutely beautiful. So anyway, Sofiane, like I said, I don't even know that I'm saying that name correctly, but there you go. Anyhow, I appreciate the question. I hope this has answered that question for you. I will put links to everything that I used to update this, upgrade it, and I will make available the link to the STL files that I created or that I designed to go with this base. But now, like I said, if you get a different type of holder that's bigger, then you would definitely need to modify the STL files with like 123D Design or a program like that. You can go in there and then adjust to fit your holder. But this one holds up to 10 1/4 inch stone. So I think that pretty much covers almost all the stones that you could probably want to buy. And that's it. I don't think, no, I don't think there's nothing, I don't think there's anything else that I need to say. Merry Christmas and a wonderfully happy, joyous New Year. Find somebody that needs a reason to go on this Christmas season and give them that reason. Let them to know they're not alone. Find somebody that needs a hug. Give them that hug. Find somebody that needs a laugh. Oh man, make them laugh. Make them laugh. May God bless us everyone, and I will see you in the next one.